Hey everyone, welcome back to Quick Shifts. My name is Jason and today we're back again with another video on the Jeep 4xe. This time we're going to do a modification that's very popular amongst most Jeepers, and that's to put some grips on our rails to help us get in and out of the vehicle. And they hang here, and if you guys have been watching the channel, you've seen I've done a couple different reviews and a couple different grips. I've done some alien sunshade grips that were the less expensive ones, about 20 bucks a piece, and they're pretty good, but they're pretty basic and they have some plastic clips that tend to break. I've also been a big fan of the Mopar grips, but they're kind of unsightly, a little bit ugly, bulky, and they hang down all the time from here. So this time we decided to go a different route and we picked up some GPCA grips, and they finally come in. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of an unboxing or unbagging, if you will, of these. And we'll show you this in the design and why we went with these. Now, this was not a paid sponsorship. I bought these with my own money, so you guys are going to get a straight shot from me on these. Even when I do get sponsored, I try to give you a straight shot anyways. I do make that clear with all my vendors, but we're going to go ahead and take these out. We'll show you what these are all about, and then we're going to go ahead and get them installed right here on the Jeep. All right, guys, so I want to open this somewhat carefully so I don't cut the product inside. So let's see if we can't figure this out. But if you guys aren't familiar with this company, they've been around for a while producing these. There's some great other reviews out there on the internet that you can see on these and other videos. And so I wanted to give them a try. They are on the more expensive upper end line of the product. So like the alien sunshade that we previously reviewed, they were 20 bucks. The Mopar handles, you can find them out there for around 100 bucks, 90 to 100 plus shipping. And these are way more expensive. So I want to see if they're worth the money. So here we go. Let's take a look at these and I'll tell you what makes these a little bit more expensive. So we get one side here. Cool little bag that these are in. Pull these out. It looks like one pair. And then we'll go into this other bag. So these are a universal design. As you can see, it's a nice little looping system and it loops around that top rack. You get some instructions inside here. But what sets these apart are the different versions and the different ways you can set these up. So you can buy the base model of these and then you can add on the grips and the padding for the grips and get their survivor pen that goes in the pocket for this. There's all kinds of add-ons. They have, you know, all kinds of things that you can do with these. You can really run the bill up and get it pretty expensive, especially for a handle grip for a Jeep. So they say they can withstand a whole bunch of weight. They say that these are made of aerospace aluminum grade or aerospace grade aluminum for these handles. And let's get some of these out and take a look. They do feel really nice. They have a bit of a textured grip to them, so they're not slippy. And another thing that these are supposed to do is they're supposed to fold up so they're not always dangling. So you can fold it up when you're in the Jeep. So we'll go ahead and take these and get them installed into the Jeep and take a better look at what they do and how they function. This must be our pocket. Nice design. They have their logo on there. Nice little orange piece here with their logo. This is the pocket where you can put in your pen or, you know, a pocket knife, whatever you want to store in there. It's an extra little storage space that goes on the handlebar. So let's go ahead and take a look at setting these up. All right, so this is what each one of these pouches from GPCA contains. Now, we did opt for these grip handles and the pockets again for the utility item. You can put a flashlight, whatever you want in here that fits. You get a set of the handlebars, a set of the aluminum handles, and then we opted for these again. And so the installation is pretty straightforward. You'll pull these straps back and you'll place this over the handlebar where you want it. Install the handle on here and then you tighten these back over to where you want them, and that should be it. Now, one thing I do want to show you guys real quick is that this does have 2 pockets back here where you could put additional items, whatever you'd like to put in there. And there are these little fold-over straps, I believe, that allow you to better secure this handle in here. So we'll show you that. So then you would take this over, fit it where you want it, pull the straps through, and Velcro them in, just as such. And there goes your handle that you can fold over or pull out when you need it. So let's go ahead and take this over to the Jeep now and install these on the Jeep. All right, so we're back at the Jeep, and right now I have the top on, but I highly recommend you take the top off, or at least the freedom panels off, to do this install. It's not a hard install at all, but you definitely want that extra space up here so you can pull these straps across and get them nice and firm where you want them. So let's start by popping this off. And we aren't going to take it all the way off for right now. We're just going to move it out of the way. So just enough space that we can get up here and tighten these straps. All right, so we have this partially pre-assembled from the bench. We're going to go ahead and take this, and you want the arrow to the back. Place it roughly where you want it. And then you take the straps and you pull them on through. We're going to have to squeeze this down through the handle. And once you've got those pulled through, you just pull them up over and pull them taut across the top. And make sure you have this positioned where you want it. Once you have it where you want it, you'll notice that you can flip the handle up or down to use it. If you're driving, you want it out of the way, it goes up out of the way. And that's a pretty good spot right here where we have it. So let me go ahead and grab you, show you the inside of this. So you can see how this goes across the top here. And we'll hop inside the Jeep. And you can see how this fits on the inside with the pocket. So you can Velcro this open, get in and out of that pocket. Again, you have the handle here. And it is super tough. I can pull all my weight on there and it's not pulling down. Where if I did that on the Alien Sunshade, it would bust these straps, the plastic straps that it has in here, the clips, and it would have came right off and been useless. This is holding up. It's got really nice seams. Everything's finished really well. I would say not too fond of this little grip handle here. It's better than just the bare aluminum, but as it being an add-on that I had to pay for, I wish this was a little bit better. I'm not sure how they could do that, but room for improvement in the future. So then it's basically rinse and repeat on this side, and then to do the back, let's go back there and figure that out. All right guys, so here we are again with the rear. Now we do have the top on. This would be easier with the top off, and I might cinch this down a little tighter once we have the top off at a later point. But to demonstrate it, go ahead and install this. It installs the same way as the front. We have this partially installed with a loop in here. You go ahead and fish this up through on the roll bar, and then you pull these cables through the adjustment straps, and just like the other side, you bring them back through and pull them taut. Well, actually, almost forgot, we have our pockets again. These are optional, of course, but we want to get these pockets on. So we'll go ahead and pull these through. Now I apologize, there's no good time to do this. Neighbors are out cutting grass and whatnot before the rain gets in, so there's a lot of extra noise. You pull the straps through, tighten those up, and there you go. You got this rear handlebar in place. Now that we got this rear passenger installed, let's go ahead and take a moment to show you guys what this looks like. And here's what it looks like from the inside. Handle down, handle up. And you still have your pocket in here to use however you wish to use it. And just like before, rinse and repeat on the other side. All right, guys and girls, let's go ahead and do that same thing on the passenger side. So first we're gonna go ahead and pop this up, make life easier. And we're gonna take our strap, arrow towards the back, place it right over the top. Put these in on the back side. There we go. All right, let's go back to the back and install the rear passenger. All right, so we're over here on the passenger side, and so we're gonna do the install again on this side. So first, a little bit different, we're gonna pull the straps through on this side. So fish this through the grips. Get it positioned where you want it, and then pull it as snug as you can. The straps will feed up over the top again. And there's your install. And if you want to put this on, of course, just like before, just gotta feed it on through here. And again, pull it taut, and there you go. You have your fold-up handles. All right, here we go. They're all installed, nice and secure in the Jeep. So you guys can see that front and rear. Walk around over to the driver's side. Here we go. Nice fold up. And on the inside, you can see how those hook up. Now, I've got to be honest with you, I'm not 100% sold on these pockets that I paid extra for. I don't know if that's where I want to keep them. I'm probably going to mess around with this off and on as I have the top off and on to figure out exactly where I want these pockets. It works out okay on the front, but the rear is a slightly different fit. It's not as narrow, and so they're kind of on the top side. Maybe I'll put it on the outside of the bar. I don't know. I'll tinker around with it a little bit, but as you can see, they're in here. Should help people to get in and out of the vehicle. And I'll have to go get my test person to see how this helps him out, because he's the main reason why we got these. He has a tough time climbing in and out of the Jeep here, so we'll go get him and see if he approves. All right guys, so I went and got my best tester over here, and he's gonna go ahead and test out these new grips, these grips for the Jeep 4xe from GPCA, and we're gonna see if they work out for him or if they're a no-go dud. All right, you ready to check this out, Wyatt?
Yeah.
All right, let's check it out. All right, Wyatt, go ahead, open the door and see if that new grip works out for you and what you think of it.
Feels pretty good.
You like that it folds up out of the way?
Yeah.
And how about that pocket on there? You notice that pocket?
This?
Yeah, check it out. You can pull these straps and you can put things in there.
Oh, pretty neat.
Does it feel solid? I think you can hang your whole body from there. Go ahead, try it.
Nah, there's not enough room.
Well, hang out of the Jeep and give it a try. Whoop! Pull! Pretty tough, right?
Yeah.
All right, so thanks for testing it out for me, Wyatt. We're gonna go ahead and give these a try for a couple of days, and we'll give some more feedback, and then we'll close out this video. Thank you, Wyatt.
You're welcome.
Well, it's been about 7 or 8 weeks or so since we started the video, but we wanted to thoroughly test these out before we got back to you. And I'm glad to say that testing has gone great. You know, real world tests, just using these and on a daily basis, getting in and out of the Jeep. And I'm happy to say that they don't come loose. You don't have to retighten these straps at all. They've stayed tight in here with the handlebar being able to go up and stay up, so you have extra view out of your window or out of the side of the Jeep as you drive. And they'll stay down. They're nice and firm, stay in place. Again, as I had stated earlier in the video, not the biggest fan of these wraparound handles. I mean, they get the job done. You can't feel this if you hold the handle for a long period of time while you're driving. But all in all, pretty solid. There's no premature wear in the stitching or any of the fabric. Nothing is broken on the bindings in here. They've held up tightly in here, even the pocket for the extra extension, the light or pen if you put that on there. But very happy with these. They still hold all your weight if you pull on them, and they've taken all the abuse and we haven't had to retighten them. And if you're wondering, they do fit under the Alien Sunshade sunbonnet top. If you have one of those, you just have to run that strap right through the center of them. So I'm happy to say that very solid product, happy with the purchase. They are on the pricey side, but they look like they belong on the Jeep. You know, it looks like something that could have come with it. It's not an afterthought. They look great. And that's the kind of stuff that I personally like. I like things that look like they belong. I don't like things that look like a secondhand afterthought. So this really fits the bill for me. Very happy. We'll put a link for it down in our description. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like the channel, like the video, and share it with all your friends. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all of you guys out there. See you in the next video.